The Forest Makeover program was a chance for me to see what people were doing and to get educated in small pieces and to get like individual counseling on what I could do and answer my questions.
Going and learning and hearing about the American chestnut was important, and the opportunity to learn a little bit more about tree identification was important.
Land cleared that had been covered with these invasive species for years. We're seeing trees growing that will eventually grow into lofty oaks.
Boots on the ground to show them what silvicultural practices look like. I think it gives us a chance to show them what clear cuts look like, what partial cuts or thinnings look like, and what TSI projects look like.
So a natural question about the program would be, why would you need to do a forest makeover program? There's very little active forest management, and we have a very, very rich and productive base on which to grow forest products. We really wanted to showcase what active forest management is.
When I started, I didn't think you were even interested in somebody my size. And now I realize you'll help anybody. I was pretty much playing on my own when I started, and now I grab you guys and talk to you when I need help.
Some of the landowners are landowners we had worked with in the past, and some of these were new landowners that we had never met before, and they started to build that trust with us, to have faith in our education and our prescriptions for their properties. So that was a big take home for us as a department and as an individual.
And we moved back into this community 5 years ago, and we knew no one. And now we have a group of about 200 friends, just because we did the forest makeover, just because we got involved with Grayson Land Care, and just because we got involved with the Chestnut Creek School for the Arts. We talk about the farm, we talk about the forest, we talk about bees, we talk about grandchildren, all of us do. And it has made a pretty close-knit group of roughly 20% of Grayson County population.
We're just starting to manage the forest. We've done a timber stand improvement here, removing a lot of the trees that were damaged from storms or that hadn't had a chance to grow properly because of overcrowding. And this has really been the value, is seeing the application here of what we can do to improve this property.
I think the two things that get me going are trees and people. And so this project, the Forest Makeover project, was, I think, good for me because it put the two components of that together.
The Forest Makeover program was a great program, but I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. I think it's a start to hopefully, reaching out to a broader audience, maybe more traditional landowners, maybe landowners who haven't done forest management in the past, or maybe they don't know that they're interested in forest management. Maybe they don't know the benefits of their forest, and we've got to reach those landowners somehow. And I think that the Forest Makeover program was a really good start to that. And, we reached a lot of people, but there's a lot more.
I think the early value that I see in it is that I know that that I'm making an effort to try to do something to correct it. So I think that's the short-term effect of it. But I think in the long term, it's going to make a more healthy environment for the best growth of white pine, and maybe the best growth, most productive growth.